Good morning, good morning. Anybody out there yet? Last minute live, we'll see how it goes. Up early, ahead of schedule, so figured I'd throw a random live. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. We'll see if YouTube even puts this one out there. Good morning, good morning. Say hello, how are you? Haven't done a morning live in quite a while, so figured why not, right? We'll see who we see this time of morning. But yeah, I've been cranking out the content lately. And yeah, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the live. How is everybody doing this fine morning? Not bad for a Tuesday. Good morning, good morning. Well, I guess we'll give the live a few minutes to fill up, see what's happening. What's everybody drinking this morning? I got a fresh pot of coffee going, so might as well get the day going. Say good morning to everybody. Have a little bit of fun. Get all riled up before the day gets going. So hopefully everybody's doing well. I know it's a bit early, but I figured, hey, this early maybe we'll get some working class people instead of the typical unemployed behavior. So yeah, got one person in the live. How are you doing this morning? Good morning, good morning. We're of course we're having a cup of the bean juice, and we'll get the day going. So yeah, I think today I'm kind of messing around with water filters, water bottles, things like that. Got into the Grail Ultra Press, some different water bottles. The increasing quality and increasing price tags. You get what you pay for. Buy once, cry once. So, but yeah, good morning, good morning. Concurrent viewers 9. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the live. What's everybody carrying today? I guess we'll go from left to right. I'm carrying a basic keychain. I got to take this little nano stream thing off. The battery's dead. And wow, lighting's a little bit weird, huh? Usually we don't get that. There, how's that? Much better. Still messing around with the new lighting, but yeah, have a little night eyes pry bar type thing on here. Of course, a trusty P51 can opener, couple of keys, little night eyes S hook for attaching it to things, and a little piece of cordage to attach it as well. Next up, we've got the Leatherman Wave Plus. Just got this beginning of December. Love carrying it. Used to carry the Leatherman Surge as an EDC. That's now my off the pavement kit. And the Wave Plus is now my on the pavement multipliers. A little bit more compact than the Surge. Lighter weight, more fun. Daniel Bishop, yeah. Yeah, we're not chasing politics or religion here, so whatever your belief is, man, take your Bible thumping elsewhere. Yeah, we're not playing that game. Jesus may be your Lord, but he's not everybody's, and yeah, I don't play that game. So, but yeah, we refrain from politics and religion in here now. There's no point. Too many people get upset when you bring it up. So, but that's an interesting way to start the day. But I'm just curious what possesses you to run around just dropping that anywhere you want. But whatever, man. I'm not going to get into it. Have a nice day. Good luck. And hopefully you have a job. And yeah, we'll move on from there. So yeah, the Leatherman Wave Plus for EDC multiplier, carrying the Spyderco Sage 5 CF carbon fiber scales, CPM S30 VN steel, and yeah, it's the only way to start the day. Wow, man, the Bible thumpers are out in full first force this morning. That's awesome. Well, you go ahead and enjoy that all you want. It's the only way to start the day. Jesus Christ is King. King of what? Yeah, guy hasn't done anything in 2,000 years. Tell him to get up off his butt and do his job. It's complete chaos down here. I'll believe he's king when there's another miracle. Nobody's seen a miracle in a few thousand years. But hey, to each their own, right? Hey, thanks. Yeah. So the Spyderco Sage 5 CF carbon fiber scales, personalized blacked out clip. Basically strop it stays sharp. It's quite the piece of kit. And then I usually carry a single AAA flashlight. This is the Streamlight ProTac 1 AAA. Not sure why it's got the strobe and all the fancy stuff, but I don't know. I never really used the strobe. I hear your heart. Wow. Somehow did I get put out as a religious channel or something? Definitely different, but hey, man, teach their own. You guys have a good time with that. Carry a lighter every day, at minimum a Bic lighter. This is the Exotac fire sleeve, and it's it's waterproof. It's got a little tab here. You can hold the button down once you light it. So if you got to reach in there, get something lit. It's a waterproof case. I highly recommend them. But Skippy, welcome to the chat. Good morning. It's a whole new crowd at this time of the morning, isn't it? Yeah. Might be a sign for you to listen to them. Yeah, I went to church 3 times a week growing up. I was baptized, made my first communion, made my confirmation, went to church Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday for most of my life. The opportunity's been there. I choose not to do it. And I cordially ask you to refrain from religious comments in this live chat of all denominations. Doesn't matter, Islam, Judaism, Christianity, Catholicism, Buddhism. Please refrain from making your religious comments. Like that, I think that's why so many people are against religion, because you all force feed it down everybody's throat. So, after somebody says, please don't make those comments, and you keep making those comments and tell me I should find Jesus, well, I don't know, man. Maybe you should go out and find some hookers and blow and have a good time. It's EDC. It's everyday carry. Just kind of like right here. The fixed blade I carry is a Phobos Knives Calcula in CPMS 35 VN steel, PVD coated for corrosion resistance, red G10 liners with black carbon fiber scales. Non-denominational, just do what's right for yourself and others. My EDC Pew Pew is a Beretta 84 FS. It's got a 13+1 double stack mag 380. Deneen, good morning. Oh yeah, 12:37 a.m. for you. Yeah, it's an interesting day here. Deneen's one of our channel members. How are you doing this fine morning, Deneen? Hopefully well. Aqua Tonky Prospecting, good to see you. Good to see you. 3:37 here. Where are you at? Oh, you got to be not too far. It's 4:38 in the morning here. It's been an interesting start to this live. Wow. Aqua Donkey, how are you doing this fine morning? Hopefully well. It is good to see some familiar screen names in this chat. It was getting pretty interesting for a minute here. Getting a little squirrely, if you know what I mean. That is a Lansky sharpening carbide sharpening set. It's got right there some carbide sharpeners. It's got some ceramic honing edges as well as this top part's an entire ceramic honing edge. And it also has a tapered diamond file on it. So if you have to sharpen some serrations, you could use it to sharpen a small knife as well. The carbide can change the profile of your knife depending on what your knife is sharpened at. If it's different than this, you're going to end up taking a lot of metal off your knife. Doing good, brother. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing really well, man. I've been cranking out some content lately, getting the channel out there. Yeah, last week we did lives. Well, I did lives like 8 days straight, and then I took yesterday off from doing lives and decided to do one this morning. I've been doing evening ones. I might stick to evening ones. It's an interesting crowd here early in the morning. I haven't done one in a while. Usually it's a different crowd that shows up, but awesome texture. Yeah, once again, how like there's just some really ignorant people out there. Like I politely ask you to refrain from making religious and political comments, and y'all insist on your Bible thumping. So I'm gonna ask you last time, like, please don't do that. This is a bushcraft channel. We get into camping gear, bushcraft, survival. We even talk about like aviation and skydiving and stuff. But the two things we don't talk about is religion and politics. We don't play that game. So I've asked you nicely a few times. Take your Bible thumping someplace else. You rude, inconsiderate, narcissistic, self-centered bastard. Take a hike. Yeah, I just went over that, and you just listened to me go over it. So take your trolling elsewhere. One marvelous Jesus. Don't you have a Bible to read or something? For religious people, they're pretty rude. That's why I abstain from religion. Y'all are messed up in the head. If I ever get the chance to look at a SIG P365X Marco Tech, is just bought one, and it's hell of its. Yeah. I didn't stutter there, Clyde. You heard me. Yeah, SIGs are nice. They just the hand grips just don't fit me, huh? I don't care if your son likes this stuff. I don't like Bible thumping in here. It's we don't talk about religion, we don't talk about politics. And it's the irony of it is, yeah, enough said. Yeah, I'd probably usually have a few moderators up in here that ban people, but yeah, this was a random live, so kind of last minute decision. I've been working extra hard on the channel and decided usually these morning lives are pretty fun. There's a bunch of guys that show up in here, and working class guys like to have their coffee, have a social, talk about gears, EDC, different things. So, but yeah, it's just you can get a chance to look at. Yeah, so there we go, rolling down the politics. And wow, man, the trolls are out in full force. Y'all are whacked out on Mountain Dew and weed, aren't you? Wow. So yeah, must be a Gen Z party going on, because I cordially ask people not to talk about religion and politics, and that's all you people ask about is religion and politics. Yeah. So anyhow, so what's everybody carrying today? What's your EDC? What's your favorite folder? Do you carry a pocket fixie or a belt fix blade every day? No name said hi. Hello. How do you feel about Israel's influence in the USA? Wow, getting trolled pretty hard today, huh? I guess it's more and more proof Idiocracy wasn't just a movie, it's a documentary. The ignorance of some people is mind boggling. Y'all been double fisting the Brondo? But it has electrolytes. Yeah, I wonder how many of them are like West Coast trolls. So, yeah. Any other topics people want to talk about? We're going to talk about, the perks between, the modern plastic water bottles like the Nalgene, stainless steel, titanium, um, grill ultra presses, things like that. That's kind of what I had on the agenda. So, anybody interested? I can hang out for wait for the cool kids. Um, so Jay, what kind of belt fixed blade do you carry? And a bunch of made auto. Oh, a Benchmade auto. Yeah, no, you're a loser. I have no interest in discussing people who suffer from severe gender dysphoria. Um, yeah, it's not my forte. I have better things to do with my time than entertain people's mental illnesses. So yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's so original. Gerber. I carry a Gerber. Gerber's trash anyhow. So if you're carrying a Gerber, man, upgrade. But I get you're so witty with the Gerber baby powder. Does maybe you should run upstairs and ask mommy for a hug. You'll feel better. Yep, had nothing to do with that. You're a special character, aren't you? Yeah. We live in a reverse society where you got to be 18 to buy scratch tickets, adult material, or cigarettes. You got to be 21 to drink. But they're trying to pass it so that like a 10 or 12-year-old can make lifelong decisions. I mean, geez, you can't get a tattoo until you're 18, but you can screw up the rest of your life. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. But yeah. So this one time at skydive camp, bum, bum, I retired at 30 and sober. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you retired at 30 and sober on this economy. Ah, I don't own any Gerber gear. But wow, yeah, we're getting trolled hard. They must it's pretty interesting. So far I think we're at like 90% trolls. How much is the Gerber gear? It's I don't know. Go look it up. Don't own any of that Gerber trash. I don't own any of that Sog trash either. Well, I do actually, but it broke, so I broke a bunch of it. Broke a bunch of Gerber stuff too, so I don't bother with that trash. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just keep commenting though. I'm getting the view hours. The chat rate's good. Yeah, keep it up. What could possibly go wrong? So yeah, is that what you carry? You carry Gerber trash, the latest and greatest pocket junk from Wally World. Is that what you're into? You must, yeah. If you're a Gerber fan, you're probably an Ozark Fail fan too, right? Nothing like China and making a cheap knockoff version of a Gerber bug out, and then bypassing copyright laws and everything just by changing it by like 3%. and then I'm selling at the local trash Walmart for trash money. Like, yeah. Like, yeah, Gerbers are for people who drive Chevettes. I was given SOG machetes. They held up, so no case knife and cold gear. Well, yeah, of course, man. A SOG machete's gonna hold up if you don't use it. You hang it up on your wall, put it up as some pretty. I think I'm a badass decor. Of course, nothing's gonna happen to it. But yeah, if you actually take it off the wall and bring it out in the woods and actually use it, you'll find out there's trash. There's a whole bunch of reviews on it on the interwebs, like you can search like whatever it is, like the Gerber jungle knife or whatever trash name they've got for it. In fact, DBK Dutch Bushcraft Knives did a great review on one of the SOGs, and that the heat treatment on it was so trash it was just falling apart. Literally, like the wannabe steel was just fracturing as they used it. So, yeah, but that's what happens when you have a good company. Like Gerber and SOG used to be good companies, and then they sold out to Dragon Country, and all their stuff became trash, like complete and total trash. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to change my mind. That's the best part about doing gear reviews. You can tell people their gear is trash, and you can find their reviews all over the place. Desert Driven, how you doing, man? It is good to see you. It's been a minute, man. I haven't done one of these morning lives in a while. How are you doing? Bro, we are getting trolled hardcore. First we had like hardcore Bible thumpers in here, and then we got a whole bunch of gear geeks. Well, they're not gear geeks. They're just, trolling like, "Oh yeah, the nice Gerber stuff." Like, how to say you know nothing about EDC or quality tools. Um, yeah, it's been a hoot, man. But yeah, we've been cranking out the content lately. How are things out your way, my man? Because this one time at Skydive Camp, I think yeah we it's been interesting so far. Oh, you've been doing great. That's awesome, man. Yeah, we've been growing slowly but surely, getting things together. Yeah, just recent. I don't know what's going on with the lighting. Something the camera setup is that getting white out from you guys, or is that just maybe I got the brightness setting. I don't know why it's flickering like that. It usually doesn't do that. But yeah, we're still doing our lives every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, and Sunday mornings at 7 a.m. Eastern. And then last week though we did like 8 days straight of lives. So the knife at the top looks almost like Damascus. I'm an old timer knife type of guy. Um, it's not Damascus. It is PVD coated. Wow, the lights are acting goofy today. I don't know why. Something on the settings changed. But the scales are carbon fiber. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, it's got red G10 liners with black carbon fiber scales. Maybe I've been working the phone too hard. Going to get some rain shortly. The weather has been crazy here in East Texas. Dude, the weather's been crazy over most of the country. Yeah, I know a couple other people that live out in Texas, and yeah, crazy weather. Even up here, we got like 2 feet of snow last week. In like a day and a half, we got like 2 feet of snow. I was out there shoveling it like a champ. Um, yeah, it's one of those, you're not motivated to do it, but once you've conquered the task, you're like invincible. It's one of those. It's just shoveling 2 feet of snow of the driveway the size we have. Man, I was out there like 3.5 hours the first time. Went back out the second time for like 2 hours. But yeah, the weather everywhere has been like really wonky. Yeah, wasn't that like a 2,000 mile long storm or something that came through? Messed with everybody. Yeah. But yeah, interesting stuff. So, Desert Driven, you been getting out, getting any recreational time in? Been doing any off roading or anything like that? Yeah, we didn't get snow, but had freezing rain a few days ago. Had half. I think yeah, the ice storms are worse than snow. Like ice storms do more damage. They accumulate more weight. They take down more power lines. They take down more trees. I don't know, Dave James. It's not the light. It's the camera focus thing acting goofy. I don't know why it's doing that. It normally doesn't do that. That's a first. I don't know why it's doing that. It's I don't know why it. I'm not even putting anything in front of the camera. Something's got to be blinking off of something or something weird. Yeah, that's the first time that's ever done that. It stops if you put something close in front of it. I don't know, goofy. I haven't been out too much. My local pew pew range closed a month ago looking for a new place. Oh, that's horrible, man. That is horrible. Yeah, when your range shuts down. That happened to me with archery a few years ago. There's an archery range I really enjoyed going to. And yeah, just out of nowhere they just shut down, stopped operating. I'm like, get out of here, no way. Um yeah, and then we never found another one. The only other option we had that was within reasonable driving distance was Bass Pro Shop, and yeah, it's I don't know, not a fan of the Bass Pro Shop archery range. It's a little pricey and it's a little goofy. So Dave James, how are you doing, my man? It's yeah, you guys are what, 4 or 5 hours ahead, so yeah, you've already had breakfast. You're well on your day. Sad it was a really small place. He just couldn't keep up with the big box stores anymore. Yeah, the big box stores are putting everybody out. I watched it happen. I watched it happen firsthand. Um, yeah, up in northern New Hampshire, in between Gorham and Berlin, New Hampshire, probably about 17 miles apart. They put a Walmart right in the middle of it, and within 6 months, like 50% of the mom and pop shops and everything went out of business, which is horrible because there was a great like camping goods store there, and you can go there and get good information and recommendations on products and stuff from knowledgeable people. And but with Walmart, there was like Ozark Trail or Coleman. Um, so yeah, that kind of sucked. Yeah, box stores ruined like all the brick and mortar mom and pop shops and everything. That's why now I try to support them as much as possible. I definitely try to buy direct from as many businesses as I can that are worthwhile. Like Phobos Knives and Predator Tools, Full Tang Tactical, all of those people, and then some Atwood Rope and stuff. I ordered direct from them. I cut out the Scamazon and the box stores and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Desert driven. Like we kind of have to. Like that's the only way, like they say, like vote with your dollar. Well, I vote for the small business owners over the huge conglomerate, box stores and franchises and stuff like that. It's you get way better service, like go into a private, like a family owned restaurant versus a franchise. But yeah, it's night and day difference. I will always is Gerber not Gerber hasn't been made in the U.S. for man probably a couple decades now. Yeah, pretty close to that. Like it's a bummer too because I used to run some Gerber stuff. I had a for fixed blades I had I had three. I had a Gerber LMF, the light multifunction, the BMF, the basic multifunction, and the Mark II Dagger. I also had the Gerber Gator folder and the Gerber multi tool. Is this live right now? Nick Martino, this is live right now, brother. Nick Martino, channel member, welcome to the chat. How you doing this fine morning, brother, man? It is good to see you. Wow, man, I could have, it would have helped to having a few people in here when I started this. There was nothing but people pushing politics and Bible thumping. Like, I don't mind, hey, everybody do their own, but then, the weird part is you politely ask them, like, hey, we're refraining from religion and politics in here because, it just doesn't work out. It's typically not a positive conversation. And, the do-gooder religious people just kept hounding on it. Like, it really says a lot. So, I don't know. They're probably just trolling their troll accounts or whatever. But, yeah, they were Bible thumping hardcore. Oh, Thomas Simmons. Do you have all those that were, like, older ones? Or yeah, I don't know what they still make, to be honest. I haven't bought a Gerber knife now in, geez, probably 15, 20 years or so. But definitely for like, yeah, because I quit doing Gerber, and then because I just yeah, I came up missing a few. I needed new knives. I ended up going with SOG, and those things were like just second rate at best would be the polite, courteous way of putting it. Like I had multiple failures with those knives, and then from there I got into Spartan blades, and I ran Spartan blades for about 5-6 years. And then, yeah, it was around 2019. I switched over from Spartan blades to Phobos knives, and well, there ain't no point in fixing it anymore because it ain't broke. Yeah, Nick, it was a last minute decision. I just kind of decided. I had set up a couple of shorts, and I was sitting around doing nothing. Mrs. Bushcraft wasn't getting up for a while. So yeah, last minute, I just decided, hey, you know what? I'll do a morning live. It's been a minute since I did that. I actually I did refrain from doing a live yesterday because I did one like 8 days in a row. So I took yesterday off from doing the lives. I posted a few shorts and decided I would I would do a live this morning and see what's going on. Gerber, who's that? Oh yeah, one of the witty little trolls is like, oh, what is it, Gerber something? The baby food type thing or Gerber baby powder. I think it meant Johnson and Johnson baby powder. I don't know that Gerber makes any. Not important though. But yeah, I have a Gerber multi-tool used trying to cut a fish hook, and the cutters took a chunk out of them. It wouldn't cut it. Yeah, yeah. Gerber's gone downhill. They paint them up. They got like good looking, like their stuff looks good. It's just not of quality. I know a lot of people. Like I used to love the Gerber, the multiplier that came out at the end. You would just flick it, so it was like one-handed use for the multipliers. That was an absolute awesome feature. But then I got into a SOG multi-tool after I was done with Gerber, and the SOG multi-tool actually lasted me about 10 years before part of it finally broke. And then I just decided to get in a Leatherman after that. Oh, you've got the Gerber Guardian 1 and 2. Cool folding saw knife. I don't know where's cool folding saw knife. I'm not sure where you're seeing that, but okay. So Nick, how are you doing this morning, man? Anything going on or? Yes, this was a very nice surprise. This is, if I'm being honest. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate it, man. I try to keep you guys entertained. We're having goofy issues. Well, like now it's just goofy. Like the colors go the light color. I think it was Dave James is like, are you trying to do an SOS with that? Um, I'm well, sir. Yeah, Nick, I'm doing awesome. Bushcraft, I was super busy, but I saw you the other day and noticed a folding saw knife. A folding saw knife. It must have been one of the Silky saws. Man, I think I've got those all put away. I didn't bust any of the Silky saws out this morning. Um, yeah, Dave. Yeah, the cat messed with the settings somehow. Like I'm not even nothing's changing in like I have nothing moving in front of the camera and it's doing this blinky blinky crazy stuff. I have no clue why this is modern technology for you. Like I didn't change any settings, I didn't do anything different. I set everything up the same and it's just maybe AI, yeah, it's probably some AI cat messing with me from the digital down underworld. Oh, I like the Spyderco police model and the military. Yeah, I've looked into a couple Spydercos. This is the only one I own is the Spyderco Sage 5 CF. But I've looked into like the Para 2, the Para 3, the Bodacious, the Mannix, the Shaman. They've got some really interesting designs. So, but I'm more of a fixed blade guy than a folder. So yeah, I'm not in a rush for not in a rush for another knife. I've got a bunch of knives. So I've got some other kit I got to get. It's like it's trying to autofocus, but it's not the focus that's changing. It's the like the aperture, like the lighting. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe it's some I don't know. Hey, you know what? I'll just it's completely on purpose. It's these new modern special effects that I'm testing the experimental prototype of. It's supposed to draw everyone's attention. It increases the chat rate because people will be like, "Hey, dude, why is that? Why is that so special effects? That's awesome! Like, is that on purpose? Is it SOS? Is it Morse code? Is it did the tiny hat people finally come after you and it's I'm trying to blink twice? I'm I'm curious about the saw. All of the ice buildup I had a few days ago brought down a few smaller tree limbs. Would like to have a reason to buy a new toy. Yeah, desert driven. Yeah. Oh, I do have a big boy out. Yeah, pretty much any of the Silky folding saws are sweet. I definitely like the Outback version, but here's this is come on, focus sesame. This is 360 millimeter saw. Um, yeah, it's Silky. They also make a Gomboy 240, which clearly that's 100 millimeters shorter, and they make a 170. There's a lot of different sizes in the folding saw category, and I've never met anybody that got a Silky saw that was disappointed with it. Oh, Nick, what sizes do you have now? Let me see if I can at least get. I think the most common size is yeah, this well, it seems to be working better now. Maybe it's just some weird angle the light's at. Yeah, man. What if we turn the angle a little bit? No, is it still doing it? Did it stop? That's crazy. Oh, you have the Gomboy. The 210 or the 240 is the most common. We'll start with the standard Outback 240. Yeah, this is the Silky Gomboy Outback 240 curve. Oh, look at that, huh? Ding. That means somebody's the winner. I don't know who though. Yeah, this has got like a cork style handle, almost like the cork on a Lucky trekking pole. I don't know if that helps at all. Here we can put this one here. And if you saw it recently, it was probably this saw. Uh, 40th anniversary limited edition Gomboy 240, and it has like a black carbon like grippy texture to it, and it's got a black oxide finish. And this one is also 240 millimeter, but this is the Focus says me, the Silky Gomboy Kuro 240. Awesome saw. It's kind of like the gold standard of saws here. Mainly off grid. What's happening? Oh yeah, checking it out before work, man. Have an awesome day. That's why I decided to throw up a live, man. We'll have like a. It was planned to be a little morning motivator and stuff, but man, we got trolled this morning. I think it's some of the West Coast trolls are like, oh, no channel to troll. Yeah, you most likely saw this one. Yeah, the Gomboy Kuro. Yeah, this thing is like really sweet. Probably, I think this is the best for the folding saw series. I think this is their best one yet. The grip on it is everything, but they're limited edition. They only made like 9,400 of them, and this one is like number 2039. So, oh man, I want that block. So, yeah, mainly off grid. You would love this thing if you've got some of the others. 8 teeth per inch. Like I said, it's black oxide coated, so it's gonna have some corrosion resistance and everything. The texture, it's like textured paint though when it picks stuff up, like, or like not really texture, but a matte paint. It does the handle does grab onto some stuff. Yeah, it almost does look like a DLC, Nick. You're definitely right. No, no, it wasn't all that rough. Based on the current economy, it was 89.99. So, and it also, instead of coming with the standard clear box, it does come with like a blackout box, and it actually came with some stickers and stuff. But yeah, if you're used to silky saws and you like the quality, then yeah, the juice is worth the squeeze. I would definitely pull the trigger on this one again. In fact, if I had the extra cash kicking around, I would double down on it because they're limited edition. I'd tuck one away for, in case something happened to this one. Limited edition. I'm not getting one. I think that's the only. See, I thought it was just an addition to the Outback series. When I was checking it out, I didn't know there's the 2039 out of 9400. I didn't know it was like numbered and everything. I just thought it was, the thing. And I kind of like I put it aside when I thought about getting it. I wasn't sure. But then Mrs. Bushcraft, she snagged it up. So she ordered it. I didn't know it. She ordered it for me. Like she knows I like the silky saws and stuff. So it was even easier to part with from the money. Yeah, it's not a bad price. Chad, welcome to the chat. How you doing, my man? It's good to see you. You've been out slinging it all lately, or the slingy thingies? No. Yeah, so basically it's kind of like it's a limited edition version of the Outback Gomboy 240. They did change the finish a little bit in the cork. They're both 8 inches, 8 teeth per inch. But yeah, good, like for in the woods, it's a good EDC in the woods saw. I find the Pocket Boy 170s to be a little bit too small. If you do use them, like most of the stuff, like you can break, like you don't have to like saw a 2-inch piece of wood. You can find a tree in a V shape and snap it off that way. So the Pocket Boy 170, I kind of see it more for like if you're building stuff, cutting notches and everything. Oh yeah, I got the coffee this morning. Yeah, definitely got the bean water going. And of course I got a Monster Energy drink, a little crack in a can chilling in the fridge. Cannon, good morning, man. Hey, how'd you sort through that bowl of spaghetti yesterday? That was one of those, oh, better you than me for sure. Damn, I'd like to hang, but I'm off to work. Have a great day. Yeah, Cannon, have a great day, man. And yeah, good luck with that project. That's yeah, Cannon's dealing with a wall full of wires, look like a bowl of spaghetti, colored spaghetti or something. It's an absolute disaster of a mess, and I'm sure it's going to be fun reorganizing that. Might actually be a pocket boy now that I'm thinking of it. Yeah, the pocket boys, Nick, come in two sizes. Let's see, I can actually get the pocket boy. Um, oh yeah, we got this. This is the 170 adjust light. Wow, aren't these special effects great? I told you I was going to be experimenting with new stuff. The program is called "We Can't Focus on Anything," and oh, there we go. It makes everybody pay more attention. It increases the chat rate because people are like, "Dude, what's going on?" Um, but yeah, the Pocket Boys come in 170 and 130. Getting ready for work, but wanted to come in and say good morning. I thought you weren't getting up till like 6:30, honey. I thought she wasn't getting up till like 6:30. Oh, okay, yeah. So yours is a Gomboy 210. So it's like one size down from this. This is a 240. She did. She's at 5 a.m. I've been a little sleep deprived lately, but hey, we've been productive, so that's the important part. As we totally make a mess destroying the place. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, they're a good size saw. Like the 210s, 240s. I think those are they also make a like a 270 and a 300 or something. Yeah, 210, 240, 270 and a 300 or something like that for the Gom Boys. The Pocket Boys are 130 and 170, and the big boy is 360. And then for the big folding saws, they've got the Katana Boy in 500 millimeters, 650, and 1000. Now they've got like a Katana Boy Pro versions, which are like the souped up ones, and those come in 550 and 700. But I'm glad I jumped on when I did. That worked out great. I haven't seen Desert Driven in a while, so always good to see people I haven't seen in a bit. So that was awesome. Yeah, Cannon stopped in real quick. We didn't have time to pick on his corgi. He had to run off to work, or he's lurking. I wonder if he's going to talk about that damn corgi. But hey, he sent me a picture of it. It's one of those dogs, the only well, it's not really a dog. It's a barking cat, but it's a kind of barking cat that only the owner could love. So it looks a little needy. So anybody got anything exciting planned for today, or just work, work, work? Yeah, I've got a few more things I got to do on YouTube. I've been working on the memberships things. Trying to work on uh yeah, few different areas of that. Hey, our schedule may not always line up, but I'll always be here when I see you. Yeah, Desert Driven. I totally appreciate it, man, and I agree. Um, it's even harder to line up the schedules because a lot of what I do is random. Like the Fridays and Sundays are set standards, but the rest of the week is a free for all. It's Yeah, it's the Wild Wild West OK Corral crapshoot of posting. Sometimes I post a lot, sometimes I don't. So yeah, like I said, last week I did a live 8 days straight. Like every day we did a live. So who knows? I'm just doing a little experimenting, trying some different times, and seeing what accommodates the most amount of people. I might wait a little bit later than the time I started, just because yeah, we were filled with trolls this morning. Yeah, I think the first 10 or 15 minutes was just nothing but people pushing religion and politics. Like I have a feeling it's from the crowd that we know who it is. You know, the regular troll community. Yeah, the more I learn about them, the less likely I am ever going to go to Blade Show, because just just not cool. Geez, Nick, I started it three. Well, no, I started it about like 4:30 or so. I kind of took a quick look on Instagram. I didn't see anybody there. Otherwise, I would have sent out some messages. But I don't want to be setting people's phones off at 4:30 in the morning. So if the little green dot's there, then they're kind of active. Oh, I should have sent you a message, Nick. I'll have to. I don't know how that works though. I would hate to be blowing up somebody's phone early in the morning if they're still trying to sleep. So we'll kind of go from there. Yeah, I might do like one or two morning lives a week, depending on what's going on. We'll see how it goes. I might try to set it a little more, a little bit more planned though. That way there's yeah, it was like, oh no, it was like 95% trolls. Like there was Deneen from Alaska was in here. We know her. Desert Driven showed up a little while later. Um, yeah, Magnetic North Adventure stopped in, but yeah, the rest we probably was like a dozen other trolls at least, maybe 15 or so. Oh, I don't sleep past 3. Yeah, I sleep weird hours. I don't really sleep solid hours. I just power nap every when I absolutely have to. Like I think I was up. Yeah, I was up like like Friday through Sunday, and then I finally took like a quick nap like Sunday afternoon. Oh yeah, that reminds me too, Nick. Yeah, I got that here. Um, I got this all packed up to go, man. I need your address again. I think you forgot to send it back last time. Yeah, something's been deleting everything, but yeah, man, all taped up, ready to go. I just need to um yeah, the post office. I was just gonna put, hey, bring this to Nick, but I need the whole information. The post office won't deliver it. Yeah, I wish I showed up earlier. I would have had a blast, field day with the trolls. Yeah, they were man, they were Bible thumping extra hard. And I was very cordial, and I politely asked them to refrain from political and religious comments. But yeah, then they started like Bible thumping time and a half. Like, yeah, it was. So you guys know how I get. I'm like, I was polite. I really was. I was very polite. But um, yeah, I'm not super religious, so I'm not a turn the other cheek kind of guy. Like I'll do it once, but yeah, not twice. um, I think yeah, Instagram, like yeah, they deleted a whole portion of the conversation. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I know my phone deletes stuff after a certain time frame now. It's a new phone. The old phone didn't do that. So got a little awkward. But yeah, I've been cranking out some shorts. Like man, I've been trying to get out like 2 to 4 a day, and then doing the extra lives and stuff as well. It's been working out well. Like last week we ended up. Oh, we yeah, the channel grew quite a bit. We got like I don't know. Like Sunday, I ended up getting like 12,250 views or something. Saturday was like 10,000 and change views. So yeah, it's picking up. It's getting there. I guess. Um, yeah, if you want to play the game, there's 3 games to play. And you can't just decide like, oh, I'm only gonna do one. So the more you do, the more the algorithm rewards you. So it's definitely, yeah, the 3, you gotta do the lives, you gotta do the shorts, and you gotta do the long form. So we're 2 for 3 working on getting the third one in there as well. So sooner than later, it's gonna happen. Yeah, we went up like in a week we went up like by like 101 subscribers. So yeah, it's been good. It's you can definitely see the results as we're going. So that's a huge perk. And I'll learn more as we continue on with the lives and everything. And um, yeah, we'll get some better shorts out there. Like of course, yeah, they're starting out a little poo poo soupish, but we're definitely making progress, and we'll increase the quality over time. So it's one of those. Yeah, no Pat. Yeah, I haven't seen Pat this morning. I'm not sure what Pat's up to. Like I said, I didn't. I think I set this up like 20 minutes before I started it. Tops 20 minutes. It was. I was like, yeah, I thought I had till 6:30. I thought Mrs. Bushcraft was getting up at 6:30. So yeah, hopefully Pat's getting some sleep. Yeah, you get out there. One of my buddies has been doing the YouTube thing for about a year, and just yeah, I've been doing it for about 2 years, and I'm coming up on 6,000 subscribers. But I've only done like shorts. I did some shorts, and I wasn't sure about how I was doing everything, and then I decided to give lives a shot. And yeah, I've been doing lives for about a year, and I mostly stuck to the 2 lives that I was doing. The Friday nights and Sunday mornings, and then occasionally I do a midweek one or something like that. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of research, and like January didn't start off great at all. It was I had high ambitions, and I was disappointed to say the least. So it's like one of those deals like, oh, you can either um, just accept it for what it is, or double, triple down, and give maximum effort, right? Maximum effort. So we've been kind of putting in maximum effort to try to get better results. It'll happen. It's just a matter of figuring everything out. It'd be a lot easier if I had somebody that could teach me how to edit and do things like that. But it's hard to find. Yeah, it just takes time. You're on the right track. Yeah, yeah, Desert Driven. I had a friend that actually I started watching his YouTube channel when he was around 5,000 subscribers. And oh, that was like 4 or 5 years ago when I started watching him at like 5,000 subscribers. And now he's up coming up on a half a million. So we'll see where it goes. There's some other channels I started watching when they were smaller channels as well. Like Grunt Proof, I started watching his channel like 5,000 6,000 subscribers as well. Now he's up around a quarter million. So it takes a few years. I've noticed like the first year or two is real slow. Especially me, I haven't posted anything spectacular. I don't have stuff that goes viral. My lives are kind of average, but I keep it real. I think that's more important than anything else. Don't get sucked into the YouTube money pit capitalism. I gotta show 80 different brands of knives and 100 of each. 100 styles from each knife maker, and 30 different tent makers. I'm just if I use it, I use it. If I don't, I don't. It's not making it on here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, full send it, ready, steady, go. Go big or go home. If the door's open, jump. What could possibly go wrong? Any of you guys watch the YouTube channel The Collector? I think I've seen a couple of those videos actually. Yeah, I've seen a few where like with people with collections, like insane like $500,000 Lego collections and or $250,000 Lego collections, and saw the guy that has a $100 million or no over $1 million, $100 million, $1 million firearms collection and stuff. It's fun to see the progression to be the first subscriber of my buddy and to see him hit 10K. Yeah, that is awesome, and that's one of the joys of watching YouTube as well. It's one of the joys of doing YouTube. But yeah, watching people progress from, what one of the guys I was watching, he was doing like bushcraft stuff in his backyard. he didn't edit out. His wife was so upset with him. He was cooking something and he grabbed a frying pan from the kitchen. It was one of her favorite frying pans. And there he is just kind of like throwing it in the fire, getting it all soot and everything. Like, yeah, she wasn't happy. But yeah, it's entertaining to watch to see where channels go. I also, in doing so, I'm not going to buy into some of the trash. Like, I'm not going to give you guys trash like what's it like. I'm not going to tell you like, oh, you can get away with just doing this. You can make this ground sheet out of wax canvas, and your 3x6 or 3x7 wax canvas ground sheet weighs like 4.5 pounds, and it's like, oh, this is all the gear you need. But then when you make it on YouTube, they're buying like the best gear money can buy: Arc'teryx, ultralight, super light, titanium, everything. So no, I'm like from the get go, I'm like quality over quantity, buy once, cry once. And I've been preaching that the whole time. I've turned down so many different makers, like just because I wouldn't spend my money on their gear. Why would I put it in front of you to? Oh, because they offer an affiliate link and I get like 8% of all the sales. But yeah, I'm not running some foreign made $50 fixed blade knife that's high carbon steel, but something about it rusts. And you got to read through these contracts that these people send. Like if one knife company, actually I'll say them as Beavercraft out of Ukraine. Oh, they had all kinds of rules and they had legal rights to all my videos and stuff if I took their agreement. So they could pull my videos and use it for whatever they wanted. And I'm only allowed to bring up like 4 or 5 good points. There are no negative points to be brought up. It's like, come on, man. Like, so yeah, I avoid a lot of those just for that reason. And that's why, like, being on this end of it, I know a lot of YouTube reviews are trash. They're just, man, they're people getting paid to say something, hoping to make royalties off it down the road through the affiliate program. Like, honestly, if they're on the pavement, that knife is not what they're carrying in their pocket. If they're going out in the woods and could potentially be in a survival situation, that trashy fixed blade is not the one that they're going to carry on their belt. Because if they did the review and it sat around for a month or two, they're going to find out that the thing, like, they start rusting. Even if you put it if you keep it in a bowl of oil, the thing still rusts out. How that dude gonna? All you need is this. Yeah, the Altoid survival tin, man. I've Name one person that's ever been out there that says, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for my Altoid survival tin. Said no one ever. Like, that just never happens. Like, that's if you're going out into one of those situations, why would you trust your life to, like, are you that weak? That's all you can carry is an Altoid? No, get like a real kit. Um, Zoe the cat, good morning. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? There's the cat sabotaged my camera thing. Why is it everything's messed up today? There, stop for a second. That's okay. I think I got it to stop. I don't know what the deal is with that. The focus is acting weird. I don't know what's going on. You know what is my phone did an update yesterday, so they're controlling it from somehow. I would never. Some people only promote something to make a fast buck. Yeah, desert driven. There's a lot of that going on, and I blame it on the platform, because they once a lot of I've researched this a little bit. Once YouTubers started getting offered a lot of like pro deals and sponsorships and affiliate programs and ambassadorships, and they started making money from like outside the platform. They saw it as an opportunity to just lower everybody's pay. So what used to be a an option or a nice perk, they kind of made it a necessity. Like if you really want to make it on YouTube, you've got to be pretty well diversified. You've got to get some amount of affiliate programs and stuff like that. I've done like a couple affiliate programs so far, just with Grail, because I was using their Ultra Press before I started doing YouTube. Vargo, because they make quality titanium products. And Grim Workshop, they're out of Texas, which I really haven't done too much with yet. They're kind of expensive and they're kind of a niche. I'm interested in trying out some of their fishing stuff though, see how well that works out. It seems like it'd be a nice packable way to carry some compact fishing tackle. You'd think knife companies would want to send knives to people that have real world experiences, knowledge, and use. No, you would think that, Nick, but most of them just want to send knives to people that will say what they're told to say for the right amount of money. Some of them just do it for a free knife. So, yeah, they do what they got to do. It's I don't know. Like I don't know how anybody that's well, I've talked to people privately. I won't say any names. But when Beavercraft offered me their affiliate deal and sponsorship, whatever they want to call it, I looked into it pretty extensively. I talked to a bunch of other people, privately, and they're like, "Yeah, it's another one of those contracts you get wound into, and you're only allowed to say certain things, and you have to show their their product in at least one video a month." And so basically, for a $50 knife, I've got to include their video, and I mean, I got to include at least one of their products over the next year in like 12 videos, bringing up 4 to 5 good points, positive points each time, for a $50 knife. I'm not selling out. It's just not happening. I don't care how much they want to pay me. And I've tried selling out. It hasn't worked. Like on multiple occasions, I've tried to root for our greatest ally ever and how wonderful they are and how, we should sponsor them with, hundreds of billions of dollars at minimum. And I still haven't gotten my $7,000 check yet. So I'm still waiting. Sticks Outdoors, how you doing? Do you want, if I was ever to start a YouTube channel, there's not enough money in the world for me to promote High Point, you know what I mean? Yeah, Desert, exactly. Yeah, you couldn't pay me enough money to represent High Point, and I thought Beavercraft was an okay company. I got a couple of their stropping paddles, that like as Christmas presents a few years ago, and it was okay. But yeah, like looking into their knives and stuff, it's like okay, that's not happening. I wouldn't promote that. Anything I think is trash, I won't promote. I've turned down a substantial number of offers from some of the different Dragon Country knife companies, and yeah, you can't give me enough free knives to promote that stuff. It's just not happening. Well, at least they showed their true colors. Um, yeah. In fact, I don't know if anybody watches Lone Wolf 902, but man, it was like man, it had to be about 5 years ago or so. He did a big thing on One Tigress because One Tigress does the same thing. They get you to sell their products for like an affiliate deal and stuff, but you're signing over all your copyright, like they can use any of your footage to promote their products, and they pay you nothing more for it. And same thing, you're only allowed to say certain things. You can't say other things, and um, yeah, not a good way to go. But yeah, he did a thorough video on it. It was pretty interesting. Just straight up talking about how they basically scam the content creators. You're basically signing over your copyright to these companies. Uh, and for what? For most of One Tiger stuff is just it's knocked off from somebody else. Like their fold out chairs and tables and stuff are all knockoffs of Helionox. Yeah, and same thing with their tents and everything. They're just knockoffs of other makers. But what do you One Tiger straight out of Dragon Country? Well, at least Nick, I have thought about it, but I don't want to deal with the politics that comes with it, and I wouldn't last too long. I'm not exactly. Yeah, Desert. I've been known for not being politically correct. And wow, if I knew then what I know now, I would go into YouTube doing it completely different. Um, I would. There's a lot of channels out there that want to monopolize certain niches or genres within YouTube, and they use some really skeezy tactics to do it. Um, so yeah, it's if I were to do YouTube all over again, I would have my channel and I would only do my channel with it. I would never go. I would have like a completely separate account for the social end of YouTube. Like I would have a separate account, like if I want to go to lives and stuff like that, and keep it completely separate from my channel. Um, Yeah, because you hang out in certain live chats, and then the community wants to like absorb you into it, like as a channel. Like when you're a viewer, they love you because you're giving them likes and clicks and views and clicking on the emojis and up in their chat rate and doing all kinds of stuff to help them out. And they love it. But the second you start, like you're like, I'm posting stuff. At first, they're like, yeah, let's be supportive of them and everything. But yeah, if you say one thing that they don't like, it turns into a giant smear campaign, and then they want to tell you when you can and can't post or when you can and can't go live. Because you might be stepping on somebody else's toes because we have a schedule for that. It's like, man, YouTube is tough enough as it is. I don't need somebody putting me on their schedule telling me I can only go live at, Monday morning at 0200 hours and stuff. Like, anybody wanting to put you on a schedule, just like run away. But I would definitely separate like my outside my channel social aspect with a like incognito screen name that in no way, shape, or form affiliates me to my channel. Yeah, childish, selfish, narcissistic, self-centered, manipulative, controlling. Yeah, the list goes on and on. And it's I guess it's like it happens all over YouTube, which makes sense because anytime there's money involved, people want to compete. There's already a Wendy's, a Checkers, a Burger King, and all these other things on the strip. And then all of a sudden, a Five Guys burger drops in, and they all hate them because now there's more competition. That's kind of how it's treated in a lot of ways. Bushcraft, you can tell me I'm an asshole and talk crap. That would only make me respect you more. Oh yeah, I don't. You should have been in here earlier. I laid into the Bible thimpers and the people trying to push the politics. I'm like, no, I'm not getting sucked into that again. Like I really don't care what's going on in the rest of the world anymore. That'll wreck your head faster than anything else. Like thinking that somehow there's some obligation that I have to the world, to like root for somebody politically. Like it just doesn't make sense. I'm not interested in the left or the right. I'm really not. I've said it before. Um, I support Americans 110%, and I think that the politically both sides are corrupt. Both sides, some more than others, but they're all crooked. That's why we'll never get the list because the left is on it, the right's on it, and if one throws the other under the bus, they're throwing themselves in front of the bus with them. So that's why things are the way they are. Um, Try to make the people in your life happy along with yourself. Yeah. Bubba, welcome to the chat. Yeah, yeah. Life's too short, man. I've got a tremendous amount of friends that have made it to that. Like I'm 51, and in my skydiving, in my 27 years of skydiving, I probably lost between 60 or 70% of my friends became fatalities over the years. The rest of them kind of like, if they're still alive, they quit and moved on, or very few people are still playing the game. So, but yeah, life is too short. And at 51 years old, you're closer to the grave than you are the cradle. So, I'm just gonna make the best of what I've got going on. I've got a ton of stuff to do with YouTube, and I'm an absolute tech tard, so still got tons of stuff I have to learn about, how to do all this stuff. So my time is definitely preoccupied. But yeah, the struggle isn't left versus right. It's about up versus down. It's about, the 99% against the 1% that's trying to rule over us, with ultimate power. So it's it is what it is. Yeah, there's more road behind me. Yeah, exactly, Nick. Yeah. There's more road behind me than there is in front. Yeah, Bubba, you never know, man. It happens quick. Um, example. Yeah, I was hanging out with a friend of mine. This is back in October 2017. Man, it was my buddy's birthday, and all morning we were harassing him because he's an older guy, and he's still jumping and everything. We were giving him crap because it was his birthday, so some of the girls would run out and carry his jump rig in for him while he was videoing landings, and he was getting the special treatment. He was harassing me because I'm not big into going into huge social things, so I usually avoid them. But he had harassed me like, "Come on, man, it's my birthday. You got to come out." Him and I were friends for like 20 years, and we were having a great day and just cracking jokes, and the banter went back and forth, and the last load of the day went up, and that was the last time he would ever jump. His last jump. It was the last jump of the day for the season. The end of October, and yeah, he like we thought we were going to his house to party. Instead, we were shipping him off to the coroner. So yeah, you never know when it's going to happen. That's happened many times. Like I've sat on the airplane having a laugh with somebody, like having the best time in the world to get out and do another skydive, and I landed and said, "Hey, where'd he go?" And they're like, "Oh, he didn't. He crashed over there. He didn't make it. His parachute never opened or something." So, yeah, it can happen extremely quick. I've lost friends that are rock climbers, base jumpers, skydivers, and just people driving somewhere in their automobile get into an accident. And that's the end of the day. So, might as well make the best of every day, and enjoy the things that you enjoy most, and avoid the things that are just, yeah, chaotic, and they don't benefit anybody. One of my issues with getting into the political discussions is am I 100% sure that I'm working towards the better, or am I making things worse? Am I promoting the wrong thing, not knowing it, thinking I'm doing the right thing, but I'm not? Yeah, it's all very confusing stuff, and you say the slightest little thing, and the wrong people. It's usually the Kool-Aid colored hair people, proving septum ring theory and stuff like that. But yeah, they're throwing temper tantrums and they can't handle it. They're incapable of conversations. They'll just call you every name in the book, and even when you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to be neutral. I'm just going to sit this political stuff out. And they're like, well, if you're not getting into if you're not supporting it, then you're uneducated, and silence is compliance, and silence is violence, and all their other little cliche, geeky sayings that just really have no meaning after a while. Yeah, no matter what you do, somebody's upset. So get as many people as you can upset. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you can't get them all happy, piss them all off. Right, Zoe. That makes sense. I'm not making anybody happy, so I'll just piss everybody off. That's a solid formula. And at least they won't be calling asking to borrow money. Like, hey, I thought you hated me because I said the wrong thing. Yeah, I was getting banned from channels because they're like, we don't like the way you do things. I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, small-minded people. Yeah, your mind is like a parachute. It doesn't work unless it's fully open. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Keep a smile on your face. Life is too short. Yeah, I think I'd gain more from sitting around cracking fart jokes with people than I do from dealing with politics. It's got to be the oldest joke in the book. You can picture, like, 10,000 BC caveman hanging around. One of them, like, lets one rip by the campfire, and it's a chuckle. That's gotta the fart joke's got to be the oldest joke in the book. Yeah, the ones you think because you're challenging a thought that you're racist. Yeah, I learned that in the Obama years. Like, yeah, when I disagreed with Obamacare, I didn't see the overall benefits to it, which there really was none. I just looked at it from a healthcare perspective because I'd like to have good healthcare, especially in my line of work. It would be nice to have affordable healthcare when, you break your leg every 4 or 5 years. It helps keep it affordable. So I disagreed with Obamacare. I just didn't think it was. I'm like, yeah, well, what's going to happen is people for paying for insurance are going to pay through the roof, and the other stuff's going to go downhill, and people are just going to rob the system. Um, but yeah, because I disagreed with Obamacare, I was immediately labeled a racist. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? Well, you're just disagreeing with him because he's black. I'm like, no, I'm disagreeing with him because the policy sounds like poo poo soup. Like, it doesn't sound like it's going to benefit anybody really, except for the people that don't have jobs, of course. But yeah, because I disagreed with Obama, I was a racist because I just didn't think Obama healthcare was a good deal. Like, they could have done it better. But I still say thanks, Obamacare. What do I think about stilettos? Um, I don't know. I don't really have a fan for stiletto knives at all. Yeah, I'm just not a fan. Not something I would commonly use. It's not something I would ever use. That's why I never buy them. I still say thanks, Obamacare. Like is a joke. Hey, babe, it's Tracy from daycare. You forgot your kids yesterday. They was CPS now. Stay. Yeah, my kids are adults, you tool. Um, and they don't go to daycare. They haven't gone to daycare in probably, like, 15 years or something like that. 15, 20 years or more. I don't know. It's been yeah, you got the wrong person there, Sugar Plum. But bless your heart. What, you just randomly come in here coming off like that? Like, um yeah, what kind of daycare do you go to? The ones where they, like, you get little Protect helmets, and if you're good all day, they put a sticker on it? You're an absolute tool. Bubba, yeah, it's hard to be a white guy these days. Everyone's down on us. I'm so unopinionated on most stuff just to keep them off to work. Everyone have a fantastic day. Mrs. Bushcraft is leaving. Hold on a second. Or no, she already left. Oh. I was just saying goodbye to you. That's all. Love you. Love you too. Tell this bitch from daycare. Isn't that priceless? What a tool, huh? Yeah. Hey, I run a daycare for ice. Well, yeah, Tracy, even Mrs. B told you to shut your cake hole. You run a daycare for ice. Good. Give us send us an application with an address. See, that's another one of those predictable people. Like, yeah, we know you're in here trolling Tracy from daycare. Oh my God! Well, look at that picture. It looked like you fell out the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down. Wow. Come get your all. Oh wow. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of wow. We got trolled again. Doom doom doom. Bust out the band hammer. Yeah, we're gonna Tracy. You might want to go to your cry closet or your safe space. We're gonna wreck your head. Come in here acting like a fool. Who's the other tool there? Yeah, Rodney. We don't care what you do. Go Bible thumping someplace else before I wipe my butt with the Koran. Yeah. That's yeah, so anyhow, this one time at skydive camp, um what's in your EDC? Yeah, what do you carry? Let's talk about all the cool stuff in the pocket trash that you carry. I should write songs in my spare time. Well, I guess that's all she had. She rubbed her two brain cells together, and that's the best thing that she came up with. So now she's probably in her cry closet, like rolling through a box of tissues. Um, where you all right? You want to talk about it? Don't tell me. Go tell somebody who might give an F. Oh well, knives and stuff has nothing to do with brainwashed Muslims who chase Islam and Allah and the PDF file and all that other stuff. Keep that like that's the whole thing. Yeah, that's this is why people don't like religion. Is because it doesn't matter what religion it is. They got to bring it into every aspect of life. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. Like like Rodney. Rodney, that sounds like a legit name. I was just trying to talk about knives and stuff, but that his comment wasn't just talking about knives and stuff. Was it? Yeah. Oh, corn is better than what you got there, Tracy. What are you doing in here anyhow? You proved you're a tool. You come in here talking nonsense, along with the Koran thumper there. Like, yeah, we've politely asked that you refrain from politics and religion, but in come the low IQ people with their politics and religion. Religion is man-made. Dude, I don't care. You're right. It absolutely is. And it's so foolish. And this is how foolish mankind is that we praised a man for thinking he was smart at something for decades. His name is Stan Lee. Stan Lee, the comic book creator. Not much of a creator, more like a copycat tool. Because Stan Lee's best work was making fun of pagan gods, Viking gods specifically, right? So if at some point that people decide your religion isn't worth more than a comic book, your religion becomes a comic book. Stan Lee didn't come up with Loki or Thor or any of that. He just translated it into a comic book. And if you grow up not knowing any better, you thought it was like, oh, Stan Lee created all this stuff. But no, he took a religion and turned it into a comic book. Who's next? I'd like to make a comic book out of Islam. I'd like to make a comic book out of multiple religions because that just makes sense. Kane Miranda walking in on trolls. Yeah, we're getting trolled again. Well, they're not very good trolls either. They're the Kool-Aid haired color septum ring theory special needs having pro-tech wearing geeky low life narcissistic not worth anything to society type of trolls. It's been one of those mornings. Like we like the first hour. Well, no, the first half hour or something. It was like 90% trolls, higher than 90% trolls. Pay the toll to the troll. Yeah, but hey, I'd like to thank all the trolls for the comments. We got our chat rate up to 7. I'd like to also thank the trolls for all the views because all those trolls we're at 1,100 views so far. So, and yeah, the average view duration isn't too bad either. So, all trolls, you're not completely useless. You help my analytics. That's about all you do. That's about all you're good for. But yeah, because this is absolutely priceless. It, I feel like they don't put as much energy into trolling as they used to. Yeah, Nick, I've noticed that. They're just, even the trolls are slacking these days. Like, they're underachievers as it is, but yeah, they've taken underachieving to a whole new lame level. Like, they got a couple, maybe 2, 3, 4 lines, and they're off to the cry closet. I hope you have a good day. Everybody wasn't trying to troll. Well, we'll have a good day, man. And I know not everybody's trying to troll. There's some good people in here. My good friend Nick Martino's in here. Kane Miranda, Desert Driven, a longtime follower of the channel, longtime friend of the channel. Awesome conversations. Yeah, there's not everybody's in here trolling. Um, Deneen from Alaska was up in here hanging out earlier. Magnetic North Adventures was in here. Yeah, not everybody's in here trolling, but there's been plenty of trolls, and we like turning trolls into a fart joke. They really don't anymore. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Where's the imagining creativity? Like, yeah, like burns used to be burns. Now they're just, like a first degree sunburn or something. Or no, third degree, right? Just mild. Yeah, John Williams, we get into EDC, bushcraft, survival, just different type of adventuring, long distance hiking, bike touring. Might even do a little sky jumping, base jumping, wingsuiting, rock climbing, whitewater kayaking. Not a fan of scuba diving. It's kind of boring, and I hate washing the gear. But yeah, we're kind of a jack of all trades, master of only one. But Rodney, are you trying to anti-troll your trollness? Maybe Desert, maybe. We have had a few trolls come in here, and then they're kind of like, well, this isn't like, it's more fun to hang out with these people than it is to troll. And they end up hanging out and subscribing and coming back. So yeah, it's a pretty fun crowd. It's like if you want to stop arguing with people, make it a habit to watch people argue. Like catch people in arguments, like in the parking lot at the box store or something, or at the bar or something. Like just sit there and watch people yell at each other, and you're like, that's such a waste of energy. It's such a waste of time. It's kind of pathetic to watch too, and you'll find yourself like, I never want to argue with people because I don't want to look like a fool. So it kind of falls into that category. Joseph, hello to everyone tonight from New York State. Joseph, whereabouts in New York State? We got a few people from New York. I've traveled around some bits and pieces of New York. I've lived and worked out on Long Island and upstate New York, both in the Finger Lakes region. I was stationed at Fort Drum for a little while. So, yeah, like I said, we got a few friends from New York here on the channel. Sending hate from the International Space Station. I'm assuming that's what that is, right? Yeah. Well, good luck with that there, Clyde. Shadow Fox, hello, welcome to the chat. No, I wish. I'm just joking. I don't know. I don't think I would want to be trapped up on the ISS. Imagine the zombie apocalypse happens and everything on Earth is destroyed, and you're just stuck spinning around in orbit around the planet until you run out of stuff. That would suck. Nick, you wouldn't mind going up to the ISS? That would be cool. Thanks, Shadow. Yeah, we do have a couple knives out here. Yeah, we're rocking the Spyderco Sage 5 CF and carbon fiber for like, I think this is a YouTube record. One folder for 14 months or so. That's got to be a YouTube record. I'm not smart enough though. I mean, yeah, it's just you got to push a couple buttons, Nick. You'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, thanks for liking the stream. We definitely appreciate it. Anybody else, if you don't mind, like help us get us out there in the algorithm. Smash the like button. You might not want to share though. You might not want too many of your friends knowing that you're watching this craziness, but definitely like and subscribe. Sharing, you might want to put some thought into. And if you wanna know when we're releasing new content, of course, tap the little ringy dingy thingy, and YouTube will probably just doesn't matter. I hardly ever get notifications. Who gets notifications really? Very cool, EDC. Yeah, not all of it's. Yeah, I don't EDC the Gomboy 240. We were talking about saws earlier because yeah, Desert Driven's thinking about treating himself to something. So he's in need for a saw. So we busted those out. Well, my nice flipping space. Yeah, nonstop. They wouldn't stop though until something stopped it, right? Isn't that how that works? Everything's perpetually in movement until something stops it. I've done zero G's in airplanes. It's pretty wild. It's a weird feeling. It's really weird. It's like free fall with no control. It's kind of creepy. Can you show the fire starters and patches, please? Oh yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, yeah. Here's our patches. The Troll Hunting Club, FAFO Division. F around and find out. And the coveted Troll Sniper tab. We sell these. You get both patches for $20. That includes shipping because we not only like roasting trolls here, we like to profit off them as well. So yeah, we created these, and then the fire starters. We've got these the Bushcraft Rebooted pyro pucks, custom fire starters, and these are a custom blend cotton round. They come six to a 10, and you can start anywhere from like 6 to 24 fires. Like the more experience you have, the less you need. And you can easily break these down into quarters, and they still have longer burn times than like Tinder tabs and a lot of other things. So, and we sell these. These are 2 tins of these for $20, and that includes the shipping. And yeah, this is some wow. I think I'm still cleaning up the soot in this room from testing these. Like we tested about 5 or 6 different recipes and at least 150 of each, which was big fun, man. We put the Exotac Fire Rod XL to a test, along with the Phobos Tier 1 BC as our primary striker. And we started hundreds of fires in the house. Good times were had by all. And like I said, I'm still finding something here or there that I missed the cleanup on. But yeah, like we said, these are focus. There we go. Something's up with the phone today. But anyhow, yeah. Yeah, we most people sell these. They're like $11.95 for a tin, and then like $6.95 for shipping. But well, yeah, we do two tins for $20, and that includes the shipping to the continental U.S. only, because shipping overseas, even shipping to Canada, is insane money. Love my patches, proudly repping on one. Hey, Desert, has anybody seen them yet? Like, do any of the guys at the range notice it and ask, like, what level of stupid is that? Um, yeah, they really are. Joseph, welcome to the chat. How are you doing? I just subscribed to your YouTube channel. Right on, Joseph. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the family. Hopefully you're having a good time. We try to have the best of times here. We always try to have a good laugh and whatnot. Yeah, if we try to do the entertainment and information combination, like we try to put out a fair amount of worthwhile information, but you got to keep it fun. You got to keep it entertaining at the same time. So we try that you get at minimum one of the two, but we're most happy when everybody learns a little and laughs a little. Those are some of the best lives we have. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy those. But yeah, and we're Shadow Fox. I liked and subscribed. Thank you very much. I mean, I feel like the only thing that is be a downside about space living would be if the sun blew up or something. Yeah, yeah. If the sun blew up, I think that would be more than just the space living. That would just suck for the entire universe. Yeah, a little universe here would be toast. But yeah, Nick, I try to give the best information possible. I would never intentionally steer anybody in the wrong direction or, like put them into a false confidence situation like, yeah, this dragon country made knife is exactly what you need. It'll last you forever. It'll save your life in any situation. Yeah, I give the best information I can with what I have at hand. The patch always gets a good laugh when they see the fuck around and find out division part. Come on, I'm in Texas. Yeah, that I figured it'd be a huge hit in Texas. I gotta get Cannon one. Well, no, Cannon's got to get better at moderating. Cannon, we were trying to get him to ban a troll. He's not one with technology like some of us. So we're like, Cannon, like you gotta like go ahead, take that one out. Like just ban him from the channel, and he's fidgeting around with buttons. We're like, come on, dude, like waiting on you, man. I thought a Marine would be better at this, and we're trying to give him like military instruction, like fuse HE, shell PD, fire for effect, point detonate, blah blah blah. But yeah, we ended up having to go in and take the troll out. He was just a day late and a dollar short. Would a machete classify as a knife or a mini sword? Yeah, I think yeah. Nick Martino says knife. Desert Driven says knife. Hey man, let's call it a sword then. No, I'm just kidding. Somebody's got to have conflict of interest here to keep the conversation going. Yeah, I would say it's a very large utilitarian knife. It's yeah. Um, I want to get like a mini sword though. Oh, Chris, thanks, man. Yeah, this is the Spider Coast. This thing's still acting wonky, huh? That's the special effects we set up here for you guys today. It's the in and out and the light and everything like that. It's called Modern Hypno Confusion. I don't know why the hell it's doing it really. Stop says, come on, man, you was working a minute ago. I don't have how is it? I turned the light up. Maybe there wasn't enough light. Okay, back to the knife. Sorry. Well, no. Come on, man. Just work, says a me. Ricky Bobby said work, or we're going to take you apart. It's the Spyderco Sage 5 CF carbon fiber scales, a customized pocket clip, blackened pocket clip. It's S30V steel. Yeah, love it. The bad news is it's a discontinued model. You can't get it anymore. But they do have a Sage 6. If it's something I don't have it. It's kind of it's different, but you know how it is. They made some changes. It's a little bit different, but wouldn't a mini sword be a dagger? That's a good question. No, I think a dagger's a dagger. I think a mini sword would fall under like the gladius or something. No, it's still doing crazy lights. Would be like a gladius or something like that, like a short sword. I don't know. I'm not really up to par on all the swords and everything. I was born too late for that stuff. I kind of I like swords. Don't get me wrong. I love medieval armor and everything. All very cool stuff, but I don't have a strong knowledge base on it. I think the term dagger is more of the blade shape. Yeah, I think daggers are traditionally they're like like that the Green Beret dagger there that's famous, or like the Mark II. It's a dagger's a double edged pointed, designed to pierce. Yeah, I was lucky to get the Gail Bradley by them. Yeah, I think Nick's pretty spot on with that one. But yeah, crazier things have happened. Yeah, they're normally equal cutting edges, top and bottom. Yeah, they kind of have that almost like if you were to like match the sides with the on this calcula, like they definitely come to a point. Well, calcula is not a dagger, obviously, but a dagger is like, yeah, like two even edges, usually longer and thinner. The Gerber Mark II, if I is a good example of a dagger. But yeah, this I don't know. It's not the light. It's the dome dome dome. It's the camera. It's something with the camera today. The Microtech. Yeah, B&A. Sunday. How you doing? Good morning. How's you got your bean water, B&A? You gonna do a little ice fishing today? We were talking about you earlier, Nick and I. Well, we were kind of like Nick was has Pat been here yet? I'm like I haven't seen him yet. He might be sleeping in. I was gonna send out a thing, but no, it's yeah, it's good morning. It's Sunday morning. No, it's Tuesday morning. It's definitely Tuesday morning. And in fact, I'm thinking this morning was wonky, Pat. We could have you would have been really helpful in here at the start of this live because yeah, we were getting trolled like nonstop. Like yeah, we were getting the political trolls, and mostly we were getting a lot of the Bible thumpers. It was some pretty organized trolling. I'm not sure if they're associated with the ones in which we don't speak about. Um, so but yeah, the special crowd we're not allowed to talk about here on the YouTubes. American taxpayer. Am I Somalian? Absolutely not. Not no. I'm an American. And why would you even ask that? See, if you randomly ask, "Are you a Somalian?" then I'm probably going to randomly ask, "Are you an idiot?" Like, what's with that? Why would you come in here? Like, maybe what kind of flashlight is that? Or, good morning, how are you? But you open with, "Are you Somalian?" Are you an idiot? What type of tool are you? Probably the useless tool that never gets used, right? The one that broke like from the original maker. Too much snow on the ice. Thinking about taking the snowblower down and making a path. Solid plan, yeah. And then yeah, throw on some skates and tear it up. Desert to ruffle. That's why when I wiping my finger went through the paper and I got excited. Well, American taxpayer, that's probably because you don't get out of the basement very often. You're not socialized. And yeah, having your finger pop through the toilet paper was the most exhilarating thing to happen to you so far this year. You might want to find a hobby or something. Pick up, I don't know, maybe if you're into that sort of thing, maybe you should try like cross stitching or crocheting, or maybe you could bake some muffins or something and bring it down to the local freak fair. What's the countdown? The count. There's oh yeah, I don't know. I was oh that's the end of the thing. Yeah, don't worry about that, Pat. I I YouTube said I should put that up there, so I've been putting it up there, but then I just don't even acknowledge it. Because I it's not something I typically do. Um, what are these people? I thought of you while it happened. You thought of me when it. Why is your finger the size of a baseball bat? Is that what happened? You're an absolute tool. You all right? You need to talk somebody? Maybe go ask mommy for a hug. That might help you feel better. Like, is this what you get up in the morning and do? That's some total unemployed behavior. That's some straight up EBT behavior. That's what that is. Shadow, if you see my light, it's too late. Um, how small does a flashlight? How how small how small does a flashlight just become a light? I'm not sure where you're going with that one. I finally got a piece of ass. Oh, that's Pat. That's why you got to eat hot dogs. Well, they throw absolutely everything into hot dogs. So at least if you eat hot dogs, you're getting to eat a piece of ass every once in a while. Took ripping through the paper to get in. Oh yeah, he makes it sound like that's the first time that happens. But it happens so often he hasn't heard himself fart in like 20 years. Or a rump roast. Oh wow. Yeah, we like to have fun here, man. What's the matter? Your trolling plan didn't work out. As my friend Brand New American likes to say, on this channel we troll the trolls. Yeah, we're gonna live rent free in your head for at least the next week or two. You're gonna be like, I went into the wrong live chat. And 2 weeks later, when you finally crawl your way out of your cry closet, um, yeah, you probably won't have learned. You'll just go right back to being a tool. Um, so Pat, what do you got going on today? Anything new and exciting, my man? Anything fun? We that I gotta figure out how to send you guys those. I've seen some videos that like people send me videos, but I don't know how to send people videos. Oh, you're off today? You gonna hit the shop, or you got the snowblower going? You're gonna do some massive snow removal. American Taxpayer, I'm watching you on the big screen. That's great. That's awesome. Um, yeah, watching us on the big screen. I got a big screen too. Yay! Time to start some trouble. Yeah, I might have to plan another live for this evening. Um, because and good times were had by all. Get the trolls confused by trolling the trolls, and the trolls become trolled. Yeah, but the difference is you can tell like most trolls are sad, insecure, sensitive beings, and they go around trying to belittle people to make themselves feel better. But when the roles are reversed and they're the ones getting belittled, then their feelings are hurt and they're just like, "Oh, you're a funny guy. Oh yeah." Um yeah, there's some psychological damage there to start off with, and there's substantially more when they leave. Um I imagine some trolls with 4 monitors like from South Park. Yeah, yeah, Kane, that's exactly. Oh, and they've probably got a printed list of their alt screen names that they use to troll. And we've had some that come through here, and it's the same person with like 7, 8, 9 different screen names, and we just keep booting them over and over again. It's like, wow, they take it seriously. It can be quite effective. And I do know people that started off on YouTube, but because they got trolled so hard, they're like, no way, I'm not doing this. Like, it's just not worth the headache and not worth my time. And it came from a very specific, like a group of people that we all know. Um, but I always recommend them to watch the last few live chats. I recommend everybody do it. Go at Tactical Llama. Tom, great guy, actually, really awesome dude. If you go watch the last few of his lives, you'll find out who some of these people are, and then you'll realize who they're associated with, and then it all starts to become very clear. And they brag in their live chats about how, like, oh, I acted like a 14-year-old and I asked him I interrupted the entire live chat and I bugged him and I got him answering every stupid little question and I own that. And it's like, oh, you shouldn't be bragging about it because now when people come in here doing that stuff, we kind of know it's you loser. Crispy Critter, good morning, brother. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing this fine morning, Crispy? It is good to see you, my man. There's been a couple people wandered in here early this morning. I'm definitely digging it. It's been a good time. And yeah, in between we've been roasting trolls. I imagine a troll is the one episode of Animaniacs with the middle-aged guy in the. And then some of them are older than middle-aged guys. Some of them are like they're in their late 40s and 50s, and it's like, really, you haven't grown beyond that yet. Yeah, I'd rather watch the paint dry or the grass grow than spend my time trolling. I don't need to go out and troll to create enemies. I just keep doing the normal thing. Yeah, just getting caught up on the comments. But yeah, Crispy, you missed it, man. We were getting we're still getting trolled a little bit here and there. It's been kind of entertaining, but it's all good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, have fun. We'll chilling. We get in here, we talk about gear, and hey, in between we have a laugh roasting trolls. They don't last very long, and they're not very creative anymore. I think we've worn out most of them. They come in here feeling smart and witty, and they end up in the cry closet with a box of tissues, questioning what happened. That one tool. Oh wow, yeah, I looked up her account and wow, she had the Kool-Aid colored hair and everything. It's like, wow, she fell out the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down. So she's probably on her second box of Kleenex by now. Yeah, there's our current troll, American taxpayer. Yeah, it's Sage sucks. Yeah, you must be another one of those, getting to be over the hill freakazoids yourself, right? American taxpayer. Let's see what there is to see. Because sometimes this is fun. Oh, he got the full freak out, like pink hairdo little thing going on there. 25 subscribers, 6 videos. Wow, dude, way to put in maximum effort. Did you do that? Was that over the course of a year, or did you do it all at once? Oh, but you joined. Oh, wow, November 17th of 2014. So in 12 years, you put up 6 videos and managed to get 25 subscribers. You are such an overachiever. Could you let us know what your secret is? I someday hope to be as successful as you. Yeah, I would agree. The Sage rules, and it's definitely it's held up great, man. I've pocketed this thing every day for what a good solid 13 going on 14 months, something like that. Yeah, about 14 months, and I do have to probably give it a little cleaning. It could be a little smoother. I think it's got a little pocket lint stowed up in there, but yeah, the S30V steel maintains a great edge. I mean, for EDC purposes, I haven't cut down any 200-year-old oak trees with it yet, but nor do I plan to. But it's opened its fair share of boxes and packaging and all that EDC type of stuff. And it's probably, you guys might find this hard to believe, but in the last 14 months, it's probably put those little cuts in hot dogs you put like every 1 inch. Oh, it's probably done, at least a couple hundred hot dogs, and it's done at least 1,000 cuts in hot dogs, because, then you grill them up. I think the purpose of those cuts in hot dogs, hear me out, it's not so it cooks all the way through, but it creates like little traction devices for the condiments, right? Because when you put those little slices and then you cook them, they open up into little grooves. And I think that's, if you put your ketchup, mustard, relish, and all that, I think it helps to like maintain traction for the condiments. Stops the condiments from sliding right off the hot dog. That's my hypothesis on it. I haven't done a deep study on it yet, but I think it's pretty accurate. Probably go clean your rolls. What does that mean? Probably go clean your rolls. What is it? You all right, man? Do you do you need an intervention? Yeah, well, I was trying not to get too scientific about it, but I really do think that that's why those slices and hot dogs are there. But on top of the packages and the boxes and the other EDC things, oh, I've done at least, a few hot dogs, a couple thousand of those little slices. Yeah, holds up great. Just, a little stropping every once in a while. I've yet to put this, I haven't sharpened this on a stone or anything yet. Just maybe a few times I've just stropped it because it's my knife. I'll strop it as fast and as often as I want to. You know what I mean? It's always a good time. Yeah, the whole sharp knife is a safe knife. So if you strop your knife, then you'll keep it as a safe knife. KO Knives sent 100 for 2 jewels. Right on. Thanks, KO Knives. Welcome to the chat. America, you got nothing to do besides worry what I'm saying? I've got plenty to do. Like, we've been having a good time. We're just are you butthurt because we roast you and you just can't come up with any good witty comebacks? Dude. Yeah, we're all about tactical here, man. You got to be tactical. In fact, you can't be a cupcake commando unless you're tactical. We're not yeah, we're cupcake commandos with kung fu grips and we moonlight as ninjas. But we were not Navy SEALs. We don't want dude coming down. We don't want Don Shipley coming down like what? So no, I'm just kidding. Oh, I still my favorite joke of all time is I was gonna be a Navy SEAL, but I couldn't sign on a good author. It seems like every Navy SEAL's got a book. It's like a prerequisite for buds or something now. He's just lurking at that book. Oh, he's probably tweaking. He's got his little foot tweaking and stuff like that. His head's twitching. He's pulling all his Kool-Aid colored hair out. He crying so hard he got snot coming out and it's dripping off his septum ring. How's people doing? KO Nice, we're doing awesome. We're having an outstanding morning. We're highly motivated. We're having a good time. We're getting all geared up to kickstart the day, going over everybody's EDC. We did talk about EDC a little bit. We've been roasting trolls like it's the 4th of July. Everybody's grilling them. Yeah. We are. I couldn't be a SEAL. I suck at swimming. Yeah, KO Knives. I'm the same way. I have. Well, actually, I could probably do it now. But now I'm just too damn old. But yeah, I was usually so lean. Like when I was going for my scuba diving certification, they had you do the swim test and everything. And when you're doing treading water, you're not just treading water so that they can like see how long you can tread water for. They're kind of like the instructors, they're educated, they've been around for a while, they know what they're doing. And what they're watching for is your buoyancy. Like how hard are you working to tread water? So um so yeah, they're all experienced. They go around and they're like, all right, you're gonna need like 15 pounds of lead to, for like to get closer to a neutral buoyancy. They're gonna need 25. Next person needs 20, 20-ish, is a common whatever, 15 to 20. And when the dive instructor got to me, they're like, wow, you need to put a balloon under each arm. Like I was by far the most fit person in the swimming pool, but I was struggling the hardest just to tread water at the time. I was like super cyclist rock climber lean, and it was crazy. Wow, we had a super tool come through here. Yeah, there's plenty of tools coming in here. Hot dog puller talk to American taxpayer. He needs several removed. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, crispy critter getting in on the fun, man. Thanks for the assist. Much appreciated, brother. Um, oh, I can dive and tread water fine. I can't swim or shit, right? Yeah, it's a special thing, but um, yeah. Why swim when you can get a kayak, right? Makes more sense. But yeah, guys, we've been running this live for a little over 2 hours now. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Hopefully you learned a little. If you didn't learn a little, hopefully you laughed a little. And with a little luck, you got a little of both. We're probably gonna do another late night live tonight. I'm thinking about it just for fun. I got a couple more shorts I'm gonna post today. Yeah, we're still grinding it every day, all day, trying to increase our presence on YouTube here. And in the past week or so, we've been extremely successful. Yeah, Crispy, have an awesome day, brother. Definitely appreciate you stopping by. Nick Martino, B&A, Kane Miranda, KO Knives, um, Desert Driven was in here. If you're still in here, dude, awesome, awesome. We had a couple people head off to the workplace already, but yeah, we're gonna call it a day. Before we do, man, I'm gonna put a word in for the hashtag 22 a day no more. Every day on average, roughly 22 American veterans take their lives, and it's something that's got to be brought back down to zero. It's unacceptable, and with all the resources this country has, we need to focus on providing better care for our veterans, get them the help that they need, and keep them having a better day. But yeah, so until next time, guys. Hey, take care out there. Be safe. Stay alert. Stay alive. Keep your head on a swivel. Situational awareness will help you more than anything else. But yeah, guys, have an awesome day. Seize the day. Today is your day. Make it yours. And we will see you on the next one, guys. Take care.